let's talk about mobility and flexibility, because there is a whole lot of content out there lately that people are wanting to gain flexibility and gain mobility or feel that they need it. So take it from somebody that has been hypermobile her entire adult life. Like, I was always told growing up that I was going to need a hip replacement by the time I was 30. I'm now 36. Thank you very much. No hip replacement, nor do I see one in my future anytime soon. So when it comes to mobility versus flexibility, so first of all, mobility is just how mobile is it, and moving it in all the different ranges of motion. And most of the time people want to be able to move it further than what the average person can, and maybe that's okay, because really you want to look at yourself. So I tell all my clients, when they watch me do an exercise or watch me do a stretch and they're like, man, I'm never gonna look like that, and you're like, that's okay. I'm a freak. That's okay that you cannot move the way that I move, because I'm a different person. And so if you're trying to gain mobility, what I want you to do is to look at yourself to yourself. So challenge, it's you versus you. So if you're trying to gain mobility, let's say in your left shoulder, make it your goal to make sure that it looks like your right shoulder before you start trying to gain more mobility. Now, I also want to talk about flexibility, because most people think that flexibility is mobility, but it's not. Flexibility, the word itself, is the ability to flex. And so really it's the ability to get to that mobile position while maintaining stability, because you're able to flex in that position. Mobility is just like passive, right? Like you're able to just, I can sit there, bloop, and fall into the splits. And that's cool and all. And it's a nice party trick, I guess, but it's not flexibility unless I am purposefully able to put myself there. That way I know that I'm able to stabilize the motion. The shoulder, for instance, is the most mobile joint in the body, but it's also injured so much because it has so much mobility, but that also means lack of stability. And so in all of this, if you're trying to gain mobility, or you're watching people on TikTok or Facebook Reels or Instagram Reels, whatever, and they're talking about mobility, I want you to make sure that you're practicing a motion that you're actively able to engage yourself and put yourself in on purpose, rather than just falling into a position that you think is going to help gain flexibility or really mobility. So make sure that you're protecting yourself, because that's how people get injured, because then they're creating imbalances that don't necessarily need to be there, and then they're not able to support the positions that they're holding. So soapbox over.